everyone. We have a very interesting session which is scheduled for the day. We have Kanika, who's one amongst all of you, and she is going to talk about her experiences. But why Kanika? Before I welcome her, that everyone understands. So we at just one second, sorry. So we at Hitbullseye, we thought that you've had enough exposure through interaction with faculties. You've had enough exposure by interacting with students from IIMs. We've had enough of them coming from IIMs, XLR, IFMS. We've virtually covered all IIM students who cracked IIM last year, and that you get hands-on understanding of what happens in the paper. What were their experiences? Then some students approached us that and said that, sir, WinCat wale toppers kya karte hain? That they get that score. So we have Kanika, who's a WinCat topper, and she's going to share her experience, and from that we're going to understand that she's also one amongst us who because of her humbleness achieves what she wants to achieve. Okay, so while going through this session through the next 1 hour, we'll understand that are they made of the same material? Are they doing the same stuff? Do they know more than you? Do they know less than you? And a very simple when we all talk to Kanika, we'll understand that a similar thing just happened recently in cricket. When I'll take that example, it's not about koi bada hai ya koi chota hai. It's about that KL Rahul has been struggling, right? Till he scored a 50 in one of the previous matches. So immediately came a newspaper article that he was seen interacting with Kohli and Kohli was seen guiding him. So did Kohli feel insecure that Rahul will take away his place? No. Kohli is Kohli. Kanika is Kanika, right? However, tips from someone who is being in the same papers, in the same situation, exactly the same situation that you are, is definitely going to help. And that's why Kanika is there. And the Kohli and Rahul interaction immediately helped Rahul. Maybe it was psychological, maybe it was technical, maybe it was a combination of all 2-3 things. And that is what Kanika is going to help us out with. So let's welcome Kanika. She's a student at Hitbullseye. She's also a WinCat topper. She's also one of the very confident girls that we've seen around, and one of the very humble girls as well over the last few interactions which I've had with her. And she's going to tell us how she's one amongst us and she's still able to score. Okay, Kanika, so before I continue, and I always say these people who are listening to you are here to actually listen to you, not to me. Okay, I'm only a coach here. So over to you before they beat me up and they shut me out of this session. तो मैं आपके ऊपर कर रहा हूँ, दे रहा हूँ आपको. Now the next thing is, please tell us for the next 15 minutes. Speak your heart out, Kanika, whatever you want to tell us, whichever way the students can be benefited. We'll leave it out. Start from you, and please tell us your background, your family background, and what right and what wrong also you did, because wrong is very important. At Hitbullseye, we've kept one thing very clear, that it's not a perfect situation always. Okay, it's about how do we make the best out of imperfect situations, right? So over to you. Please tell us something about yourself. Tell us how do you end up scoring. Tell us how have you prepared. What is your strategy for the next few days? And anything if I've missed, you can please add there as well. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. First of all,
welcome,
I would like to thank the Hitbulls team. They gave me this opportunity that I would share my preparation journey with you.
Very
so
nice.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome, Bache.
Yes, sir. So hello everyone. I am Kanika and I'm from Himachal. And I am basically from an agriculture background, as you see, and my father is in paramilitary. So during, I would start with that how I thought of starting with the CAT journey. So it was during my last year that some of our friends were giving the CAT exam. So I came to know about the CAT exam, that okay, it is a some sort of exam, and you get this sort of things. Okay, so then I thought that why not I should try it out. So during the January month, as I was from the agriculture background, a major shift was there from agriculture to the MBA. So this shift, I thought that would not work from me, or it would be very difficult to have such a shift from agriculture to MBA. But as one of my seniors, she was in IM Ahmedabad. So I got motivated from there, and one of my friends told me that why don't you ask her that what was her strategy to clear the CAT exam. So I thought, okay, that why not give it a shot. I instantly DM'd her, and she helped me a lot during that journey. She told me that okay, you need to do this, you need to that. So मैंने बोला okay, ठीक है. Me and my friend, हमने बोला okay. So let us try one of the old papers and let's see that where we actually stand. So it was January. We sat in the library. We opened one of the the previous year question paper, and we started solving that. And हमने starting में quant section पकड़ लिया, and we started doing the questions. And एक भी question ऐसा नहीं था जो that we were able to do. So it was really disappointing that okay, I literally dropped that idea of CAT at that particular time, that okay, I won't be able to do this. I'm not actually meant for it. So those kind of thoughts were there in the back of my mind. Then slowly I realized, okay, it's not that difficult. I borrowed a book from one of my friends and started solving some of the questions, and I got to know, okay, it is just about practice. Okay, कुछ भी रातों रात नहीं आता आपको. So it is all about practice. आप जितनी practice कर सकते हो आपको आता रहेगा. तो धीरे धीरे it was कि हाँ मुझे questions आ रहे थे. I was able to solve some of the questions, and those I was not. I was just underlining those. Okay, I'll do them later or someday other. तो मेरी डिग्री भी साथ साथ में चल रही थी, एंड लास्ट ईयर था, थोड़े टूर्स वगैरह भी थे. सो लॉट ऑफ डिस्ट्रैक्शन वाज देयर. तो कहीं ना कहीं वो एक रिदम नहीं बन पा रहा था कि हाँ एक पूरा रिदम में पढ़ना है जो भी पढ़ना है. तो कई बार वीक्स मंथ्स हो जाते थे बिना पढ़ाई किए हुए. सो दैट वाज द केस. फिर मई जून तक आते आते आई थॉट ओके नो, इट्स नॉट गोना वर्क लाइक दैट. आई नीड टू डू समथिंग अबाउट इट एंड get serious about it, क्योंकि I was really procrastinating the things ki okay, I'll do it later. So during the January month I thought of getting an online coaching, because my studies were already going on, and due to the COVID हमारी डिग्री थोड़ी एक्सटेंड हो गई थी. So I was not able to join the offline classes, so I thought that why not give a try to the online classes. So then I called the Hitbulls center, and their team told me, okay, you can join from today, you can join from tomorrow, any day you want, and we'll provide you with the hybrid course. So I thought, okay, तो ठीक है, धीरे धीरे कोचिंग चली, एंड काफी ज्यादा अप्स एंड डाउन्स थे उसमें भी. बट जो फर्स्ट क्लास थी दैट वाज ऑफ BARC, and it was an eye opener, to be honest, because during the last few months I was actually skipping the English part. Okay, nobody likes English, reading long paragraphs and solving RCs. So सब उसको skip करते हैं. Okay, लास्ट में करेंगे, और आई थिंक वही सबसे बड़ी गलती होती है लोगों की. तो मैंने उस टाइम वो चीज़ रियलाइज की कि हाँ, आई वॉज डूइंग रॉन्ग, तो मुझे वो नहीं करना है. एंड देन टीचर्स टोल्ड कि ओके RCs पढ़ो जितने हो सकते हैं. फिर धीरे धीरे मॉक्स की बारी आई. So during the first 2 to 3 mocks, my score was below 30. I was not even able to score 30 marks during my initial mocks, and I was like, okay, ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा इस तरह से तो. So then one of the counselor, as the Hitbulls team providers, so I tried contacting them, and I had a session with them, and they told me that it's okay to score low during your initial mocks, because mocks are really important, to be honest. आप जितने मॉक्स दोगे आपकी उतनी प्रैक्टिस होगी. ये नहीं होगा कि आप सोच रहे हो मॉक्स लास्ट के लिए रखेंगे, लास्ट के मंथ में करेंगे, तो सब हो जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा। आप जितने मॉक्स करोगे, जितना उनको एनालाइज करने में टाइम दोगे, उतना आपके लिए बेटर होगा। तो ये कहीं न कहीं एक बहुत बड़ी चीज़ थी, जो मैंने शायद ध्यान में रखी और शायद जिसकी वज़ह से मैं आज यहाँ पे हूँ। सो ड्यूरिंग द फर्स्ट 5 to 6 mocks, I had a really bad score, and then the score started improving. धीरे-धीरे थोड़ा कर्व ऊपर होने लग पड़ा, तो थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस आने लग पड़ा, थोड़ा मोटिवेशन फील होने लग पड़ा कि ओके आई कैन डू दैट, आई जस्ट नीड टू प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट। देन उनकी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, उनके काउंसलर्स, दे रियली हेल्प मी अ लॉट। एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट कि ओके कोचिंग से ही सब होता है, सेल्फ स्टडी से भी हो जाता है, बट कहीं न कहीं मुझे कोचिंग ने काफ़ी हेल्प की थी। सेल्फ स्टडी से उतना ज़्यादा इफ़ेक्ट नहीं आ पा रहा था मेरे अंदर, क्योंकि आई वाज़ लिटरली प्रो एट प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन। I used to skip things to the later part कि okay I'll do it today, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it a week later. So
हाँ,
that was the thing going on with me.
राइट।
Yes, sir.
तो बच्चे अब what are you planning next? What's the strategy for the next few days? How many mock cats have you taken? Because you've really emphasized on mock cats. How many mock cats have you taken?
So the WinCats, I've already given all the WinCats till date. There are,
Right.
I think, 27 WinCats. I've
Mhm.
already given them, and I've
Very good.
given them in a period of like every Sunday. I used to give the mocks as I
Okay.
started late, and
Mhm.
I never used to skip the mocks because I knew
Mhm.
that it is the most important part. क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं वो बैक ऑफ द माइंड रहता है कि ओके 2 घंटे का पेपर है, ये ऐसे होगा, आपको ये स्ट्रैटेजी इस टाइम में बनानी है। स्टार्टिंग स्टार्टिंग में स्पीड स्पीड ही नहीं बन पाती थी सर।
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because
मॉक्स
we want to listen to that because most of the students, when I take questions from them, most of the students feel that speed नहीं हो पा रही, हमने सारा कोर्स नहीं किया. Yes, so please carry on. Yes. तो
ये
स्पीड
सर
नहीं बन पाई थी, फिर कैसे क्या किया? हाँ.
सर स्टार्टिंग के दिनों में तो स्पीड तो नहीं बनती है। अगर आप एकदम से पहला मॉक देने बैठोगे, यू डोंट नो हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस आर देयर, यू डोंट नो द स्ट्रैटेजी, यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग। सो
Right.
स्टार्टिंग के कुछ दिनों में स्पीड तो इज इम्पॉसिबल कि ओके यू विल डू एवरी आरसी एंड एवरी वीएआरसी, दैट्स इम्पॉसिबल। सो
हाँ.
स्पीड विल कम विद टाइम, विद प्रैक्टिस। आप जितने ज्यादा
हम्म.
मॉक्स करोगे, जितनी ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस होगी, उसके हिसाब से स्पीड भी आएगी एंड एक्यूरेसी भी आएगी।
राइट. तो
यस
आपने
सर।
मॉक कैट्स करते गए, उनको एनालाइज करते थे आप?
यस सर। सो आफ्टर
कैसे
एवरी
analyze
मॉक,
करते
सर मैं मॉक दे देती थी, एंड आई यूज्ड टू गिव मॉक आफ्टर द टाइम that was given to us, so
थे? ओके.
that after the time I have the solutions with me.
ओके.
Yes sir.
तो आप
So
सोल्यूशन को देख देख के एनालाइज कैसे किया आपने? देखा कि अच्छा ये गलत है, तो ये सिली मिस्टेक हो गई, क्या क्या
yes sir.
सोचते थे उस समय? हाँ.
Sir, मेरे पास एक शीट पड़ी होती थी, सो आई यूज्ड टू
हम्म.
राइट ऑल अबाउट ऑल द सेक्शंस कि इस सेक्शन में ये एक सिली मिस्टेक की वजह से हुआ, या फिर ये
ओके.
2 ऑप्शंस में कंफ्यूजन की वजह से हुआ। तो
हम्म.
वैसे एक डाटा बना देती थी, एंड देन आई यूज्ड टू एनालाइज कि ओके इस पार्ट में इतनी सिली मिस्टेक्स थी, इस वाले विनकैट में इतनी सिली मिस्टेक्स थी। तो आई यूज्ड टू अवॉइड दो सिली मिस्टेक्स, कि जितनी सिली मिस्टेक्स कम होंगी उतना ज्यादा पेपर अच्छा होगा।
राइट. राइट.
तो
So, before we, move further, what is your strategy? Because that's what our, days ki ye to aapne kar liya, but what is your strategy for the next 20 days now? Yeah.
yes sir. So the I have covered all the syllabus, to be honest, and
Mm-hmm.
for the next 20 days I'll be covering the like 1 hour or 1 to 2 hours for all the RCs, that I'll be doing 4 to 6 RCs per day.
Very good. Very
Yes.
good.
So because VARC section is like the most important part,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to do something about that, because ऐसा नहीं होगा कि LDRI और पॉइंट से ही सब हो जाएगा। You need to score well in VARC also, and most of the people यही करते हैं कि VARC को पीछे छोड़ देते हैं कि okay VARC is English and we can do that. So
Right.
उस ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस में तो नहीं रहना है। जितने आरसीज आप कर सकते हो प्रैक्टिस, जो भी आपको साइट्स मिलती हैं, या आपके पास जो भी मटेरियल है, आप जितना भी कर सकते हो उतना प्रैक्टिस करो इन 20 डेज तक, जितना भी हो सकता है। एंड जितने भी सेक्शनल टेस्ट हैं, जितने आप दे सकते हो। एंड वन मोर थिंग सर, कि अगर आप मॉक दे रहे हो, तो मॉक के बाद एक एक सेक्शनल जरूर दो, बिकॉज
Okay.
यू ओके द मॉक इज ऑफ 2 hours,
Right.
so you'll be like ओके 2 घंटे में अब तो खत्म होने वाला है, अब फैटीग आना स्टार्ट हो गया है।
हाँ
तो
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
अगर आप एक मॉक के साथ एक सेक्शनल भी दोगे, तो वो फैटीग नहीं आएगा, वो फैटीग आपका सेक्शनल के टाइम आएगा। तो कहीं न कहीं वो आपको एग्ज़ाम वाले डे पे हेल्प करेगा कि नहीं अभी 2 आवर्स हैं, अभी वी आर नॉट टायर्ड, सो वील बी टायर्ड आफ्टर 2 आवर्स। So that is the thing I think which helped me.
Very good, Bache, because I have been telling this in my previous sessions as well. If Virat Kohli has to score 100, he needs to have that stamina to score 120, 130,
Yes,
not
sir.
a stamina to score 90,
Yes, sir.
right? Because the
That,
last 10 runs, he will never be able to score a century. And
yes,
that is what you are doing very right. Another thing which Bache I'll also say is, हमारे साथ जितने IIM के स्टूडेंट्स आए जो हमारे पहले स्टूडेंट्स से अब IIM चले गए, तो हम we've conducted a lot of sessions with them with our current set of students. Everyone said mock cats. तीसरी
yes,
चीज
sir.
मैं ये भी बोलता हूँ, I'm seconding and I'm sure it is going to give you confidence as well. That तीसरी चीज मैं ये भी बोलता हूँ कि उन्होंने बोला that don't leave it till it's over.
Yes, sir.
We have so many students, and the problem is, I'll tell you, ठीक है, हर एक मैं हमेशा जब ये सारे आते हैं मैं इनको ये बोलता हूँ कि please tell the bad part of your preparation as well, because not everyone is perfect.
Yes,
We
sir.
are all humans, and we should not only look at what happens is many students feel after leaving, or there are some people who are taking multiple mocks, giving multiple cat attempts. So you feel that उस जने के लेवल पे पहुंचने तो मुझे बहुत देर लगेगी. But we need to understand that they have been giving multiple mocks, and there are some faculties, you don't have to compare yourself with them.
Yes,
All
sir.
that you need to, what I'm trying to come here is, all that we need to understand is we all come from humble backgrounds. We need to keep our heads stable over our shoulders, need to understand where are we lacking, and go and address our problem areas. Also, what I liked about Kanika, your preparation, was that you did not get disheartened with low scores or with low speed, is what I'm referring to. You said that yes, your speed is slow, you need to work.
Yes, sir.
That your VARC is not up to the mark, you're procrastinating. So you need to work upon it. All of the students who are even listening to you, I'm very sure, know it, but they're still delaying it. You don't have to, one does not have to delay it. One has to address it. Ek example or for the students who are listening, and then I'll let you talk more and I'll question you more, is that of late I have a daughter, मैंने अपनी बेटी को golf सिखाना शुरू किया. So I was not happy with her preparation because she's too young. She's just 7 years old. So what I did was that I took her every day for 7 days to the golf course. Even when we were not playing, we were practicing, we were spending time around the golf course, and that improved her performance. So ऐसा नहीं होता कि next 20 days में performance नहीं improve हो सकती. आपको बस humble रहना है. आपको सीखने की, that hunger has to be there to learn, and that is where golf is just an example. It's applicable all throughout her life. She knew it, that her father is not going to guide her wrong. Similarly, students need to understand that the Hitbullseye coaching faculty or Kanika or the students who cleared the paper are not going to guide you wrong. You need to have stable head over your shoulders and accept that you're lacking in a particular thing. Please, अभी 20 दिन काफी होते हैं, 15 दिन, 10 दिन भी काफी होते हैं. थोड़ा सा बस ठंडे रह के ठंडे दिमाग से करोगे, हो जाएगा, राइट? कुछ ना कुछ इंप्रूवमेंट तो हो जाएगी. एंड everyone knows 3-4 marks इधर उधर से भी percentiles change tremendously. Am I right, Kanika?
Yes, sir.
What's your take?
Totally.
अगर आप कहीं पे आपको लगता है गलत है, because देखो, I told you, हमें तो दिए हुए कैट 15-20 साल हो गए, but you have been preparing for it. You understand the student mindset. So if you feel something I've said wrong, please correct me. Is that
No, sir.
am I right or wrong?
No, sir. You're totally right.
So
सब
should students
mindset बनाना पड़ता है.
और एक खुशी की चीज है, ठीक है, इनिशियली हर एक को, जब आप पहले सिचुएशन में जाते हो, इनिशियली हर एक को ups and downs फील होते हैं. Then you get settled into the environment. You get settled in the paper, and once you get settled in the paper, पहले 1 2 3 4 5 मॉक सबके लिए डिफिकल्ट थे, उसके बाद आप सेटल हो गए, आपके स्कोर्स इंप्रूव होने लग पड़े, आपको था कि आप कर सकते हो, हर स्टूडेंट कर सकता है, राइट कनिका?
Yes, sir, totally.
तो बच्चे अब एंड ऑल्सो व्हाट आई ऑल्सो लाइक दिस कि चलो एनीवेज आई कम टू स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चंस बिकॉज पीपल हैव हर्ड यू what do you think should be quant strategy for the next 15-20 days? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So if you're starting late, or if you are starting this month or the last or the previous month, then I think you should know your weaknesses and your strengths, and you should अपनी जितनी strengths हैं उनको और ज़्यादा आप improve करने की कोशिश करो, क्योंकि if you are trying to attempt a question from the weaker section, then you're most probably likely to fail. So
Right.
जितना ज़्यादा हो सके अपने जो सबसे ज़्यादा आपको आता है क्वांट में, उस सेक्शन से ट्राई करो क्वेश्चंस करने का, क्योंकि कहीं न कहीं आप 40 मिनट्स का टाइम है, आप 10 क्वेश्चंस भी कर रहे हो अच्छे ढंग से, उतने उतने कॉन्फिडेंस से, एंड दे आर ऑल राइट, देन आई थिंक दैट विल हेल्प अ लॉट।
बच्चे मेरे को 2 चीजें बताओ, आपने सारे सेक्शंस कर लिए, सारे सब टॉपिक्स कर लिए क्वांट के, कि नहीं अभी कुछ पढ़ा है?
सर अभी सर मेरा वीकर सेक्शन इज ज्योमेट्री,
Okay.
and I'm trying to improve it, but I know कि इतने कम टाइम में वो बहुत ज़्यादा improve नहीं हो सकता, so I'm basically focusing on my stronger sections right now.
So what are you doing for geometry? First, okay, so you focusing on stronger section, but are you doing something for geometry or you left it completely?
No sir, I haven't left it completely, because पेपर में ऐसा हो सकता है कि ज्योमेट्री के सेक्शन से एक इजी क्वेश्चन आ जाए, और मेरे वाले जो स्ट्रॉन्गर सेक्शंस हैं उनसे कोई डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस आ जाए, तो इसलिए आई एम वाचिंग द वीडियोस, ट्राइंग टू डू जितने भी टेस्ट हैं, सेक्शनल टेस्ट हैं ज्योमेट्री के, सो आई एम वर्किंग ऑन इट।
So do you watch cricket? Because World Cup around, I really love giving examples, but do you watch cricket?
Yes sir, I do.
तो एक चीज बताऊं बच्चे, वेरी राइट स्ट्रेटजी, फैंटास्टिक, आई लव योर स्ट्रेटजी। व्हाई? बिकॉज शॉर्ट बॉल वही अच्छे से छोड़ सकता है जिसको पता होता है कौन सी शॉर्ट बॉल छोड़नी है और कौन सी शॉर्ट बॉल खेलनी है। यस, आप ब्लाइंडली हर शॉर्ट बॉल को नहीं छोड़ सकते। अगर आप ब्लाइंडली हर शॉर्ट बॉल को छोड़ोगे तो ब्लाइंडली का मतलब ये हुआ, डू यू वॉच क्रिकेट और नो?
Yes sir. Yes sir, I do.
ब्लाइंडली का मतलब ये हुआ कि आपने सिंपल आंखें हटा दी उससे। अगर आपने आंखें हटा ली तो आंखें आपको सर पे लगेगी, राइट? आपको उसको देख के छोड़ना है, right?
Yes.
And that is what is your strength and what is your weakness. So very good, very well done, right strategy, right? We did not discuss it before, and this is a very right strategy what you are following. So what is your strongest section now?
So
In quant, we're talking about quant. Yeah.
So it's arithmetic.
Arithmetic. तो उसके लिए क्या कर रहे हो? Are you practicing it still, or are you have you left it completely?
No sir, I haven't left it. I'm
Okay.
still practicing all the sectionals, or the questions which I was not able to solve previously. So I'm watching them. Okay, am I able to do them now? So that is what I'm doing about arithmetic.
राइट। अब फिर एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ क्रिकेट की।
Yes,
सबको
sir.
पता है, एक एग्जांपल है कि कोहली ड्राइव करना सबसे अच्छा जानता है, बट वो लास्ट डे तक ड्राइव तो पक्का करता है। आई एम श्योर होटल के कमरे में वापस आता होगा, इवन देन ही इज ट्राइंग टू हिट अ ड्राइव with the ball, hitting the ball on the wall and trying to do that drive, because his strength will remain his strength only if he's practicing. Very right. What's your strategy for DI? And students who are posting their questions, I'll answer all those questions, but let us get over with these mandatory so that we have a holistic way, holistic picture to what we are trying to address today through this session. Okay, so हाँ बच्चे बताओ, आप LR, DI, LR पे क्या करते हो? What are you doing? What's your strength? What's your weakness? Yeah. What's your strategy for the next 15-20 days?
सर DI जो मेरा स्ट्रॉन्गर सेक्शन है, एंड जो लॉजिकल है, उसमें अगर मुझे लगता है कि इफ आई एम एबल टू डू दैट इन फर्स्ट 4 to 5 minutes, then okay, I won't skip it. But if the question is very difficult and I think or the set I think I'm not able to solve it, and I will not be able to solve it, so why to waste the time on that set? So I usually skip that or keep it to the last part. Okay, I'll do at the last, and I skip to the next set. So that is only the strategy right now I'm following. And
Okay.
LR, for LR, I think you need to practice a lot of questions, a variety of questions you need to pick and then try to solve them on your own. So that is the thing.
So what do you think, what do you think you're doing right here, if I ask you?
Say in the LDRI section.
I want to put it down in a couple of words or a line so that you remember it even in your paper, and the students also benefit from it. What are you doing right?
So the right thing that I'm doing is, first of all, मैं सारे sets देख लेती हूँ कि okay, if I'm able to do this or if I'm not able to do this, then I usually sequence them कि okay, पहले ये वाला, फिर ये वाला, फिर ये वाला, कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि मुश्किल वाले के चक्कर में बाकी रह जाए. So that is the only strategy I'm following in LDRI.
So I will point this out as you have an emotional stability. And what does that mean? That if you cannot do something, you not लग गया उस पे 1-2 मिनट लग गए, but आप बाहर आ जाते हो. ठीक है, you say that hang on, लग गया, खराब हो गया मेरा 1-2 मिनट, but मैं आगे का टाइम खराब नहीं कर सकती. Yes.
Yes, sir.
While many students, why do they not get an appropriate score is because वो कहते हैं मैंने 3 मिनट दे दिए, मैंने 5 मिनट दे दिए, मैं इसको कैसे छोड़ सकता हूँ? आपको छोड़ना पड़ेगा, because what lies, जैसे it's the same way, जो आपके पास्ट में हो गया, you cannot keep thinking अगर मैं ऐसा कर लेता, अगर मैं वैसा कर लेती. It's about what is there in future, because you can change the future, you cannot change the past. Am I right? And
yes,
that is what this paper, why is this called Kanika an aptitude paper? Because this paper is able to test your emotional ability, emotional intelligence. It's able to test your aptitude. Everything gets tested there. How sincere you have been with quad, with VARC, with DILR. If you've practiced enough, you'll get through it. Very nice. So, Bacha, what do you do for quad? VARC. Yeah, what is your strategy for VARC? Yeah.
So VARC, my weaker section.
Okay, so weaker section. But
yes,
आपने बोला कि आपको quant सबसे पहले बिल्कुल नहीं आया था, अब now you like quant.
Yes, sir. I do like quant.
Okay.
Yes, sir. सर तो VRC में कुछ टाइम से स्कोर नहीं आ रहा था, काफी मतलब 1 डिजिट स्कोर भी आ रहा था कई बार तो. सो आई थॉट कि ओके व्हाट आई नीड टू डू नाउ, सो आई प्रैक्टिस्ड अ लॉट ऑफ RCs एंड उसके बाद भी आई वाज नॉट एबल टू स्कोर. So I thought that what I was lacking. So there was a strategy class from the Hitbullseye, and sir told us that okay, some of you might be having a problem कि हाँ starting में जाते ही आप RC start कर दे रहे हो. So first of all think कि आपका mind RC पढ़ने के लिए अभी ready है कि नहीं है. So sir told us कि okay, first of all try a summary question and a misfit question and then you jump onto the RC. So this was a strategy that I was applying from the last 2 to 3 mocks, and I was able to score above 25 in that mocks in VARC section.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So what is your strategy going to be for the next 15-20 days?
So it's reading as many articles as I can and preparing my mind for that day. Okay. Yes, because see,
I think 60 to 70%, if you have a proper concentration for a VARC, for an RC section, you'll get it right. At times we have to, so what I will add here is we have to find a fine balance between, we have to find a fine balance between our speed and the concentration. The moment we find, ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि हम ज़्यादा तेज चलाएं और concentration कम हो जाए, because concentration ज़्यादा तेज पढ़ने में कम होती है, या फिर हम इतने slow हो जाए कि concentration बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाए, because उसमें हम attempt नहीं कर पाएंगे सारे questions. So that is very important. It's same as driving. You have to find what speed are you comfortable with, right? And see, we are also able to drive fast our vehicles only when we are able to concentrate. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि हमारा दिमाग थका हो और हम उसके बाद तेज चलाएं. It's meant for an accident. So yes, obviously you have to accustom your mind to be agile for 2.5 hours, rather 3 hours, so that you can be agile in the paper, perform to the best of your ability. That's very important. Find a fine balance. Okay. Anything you would like to add? Otherwise, we move on to questions. Bache here.
Sir, आई वुड लाइक टू से दैट कि जैसे आप एक सेक्शन कंप्लीट कर लेते हो, दैट देन फॉरगेट अबाउट द सेक्शन कि ओके वो खराब हो गया या मुझसे कुछ छूट गया. नाउ फोकस अपॉन द नेक्स्ट सेक्शन. कुछ बच्चे करते हैं कि ओ मेरा पिछला खराब हो गया. मेरे साथ भी काफी बार हुआ है कि I used to get stuck on the last section, and my next section would get I would be getting low scores in that section. So move on जितना भी हो सकता है. अगले सेक्शन के लिए prepare your mind for the last when you are left with 10 to 20 seconds जो आपके पिछले सेक्शन का टाइम है. So अपने माइंड को प्रिपेयर करो कि अपना आपका नेक्स्ट सेक्शन कौन सा होने वाला है और आपको उसके लिए स्ट्रैटेजी क्या बनानी है.
राइट, डोंट वरी अबाउट द पास्ट, वो हो गया, उसको चेंज नहीं कर सकते, अब आगे चले. ये शायद मैं भी गलती करता था बच्चे व्हेन आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट. कैसे गलती करता था कि I've been a quant in an LRDI faculty, okay, as well. So I started teaching even before I'd done my MBA, and then I finally did it from UBS. तो अगर मेरा quant LRDI अच्छा हो जाता था तो कई बार तो खुशी में VARC करता ही नहीं था, ठीक है, और कई बार अपसेट होके नहीं करता था. तो कहते ना, you are happy when you love something, you are also the most upset when you love something. So वो VARC बेचारी was always getting a step monthly treatment. So this was very wrong, which you pointed it very aptly that वो हो गया. Now next, guess your best ability. You have to perform to the best of your ability there. Very right. Okay, so there's a question which comes is how does one complete, it's coming from Aman, I'm just rephrasing the question. How does one complete a course on verbal? Guessing what is a holistic completion? What would you term as a holistic completion of course on verbal? क्योंकि ऐसा लगता है कि कभी खत्म ही नहीं हो सकता ये तो.
यस सर.
हाँ जी.
सर वर्बल के लिए इट्स नथिंग. आप वर्बल में कभी ऐसे पूरा स्कोर नहीं कर सकते. इट्स लाइक फॉर द इम्पॉसिबल कि ओके या तुक्का लग गया, ओके हो गया. बट वर्बल के लिए भी ये स्ट्रैटेजी है कि जितना ज्यादा हो सके आप प्रैक्टिस करो उस चीज को. जितने ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस हो सके आप उनको करो, और साथ साथ में जैसे वीडियोस वगैरह या फिर टीचर्स से पूछो कि ओके क्या स्ट्रैटेजी रहनी चाहिए, या फिर हमें कौन सी चीज स्किप करनी चाहिए या कौन सी नहीं करनी चाहिए, तो उसके ऊपर आप कंसल्ट कर सकते हो. बाकी सर इट्स ऑल अबाउट प्रैक्टिस.
जितना प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो उतना प्रैक्टिस करें.
यस सर.
Yes, okay. आप 5 to 6 verbal के RCs करोगे every
Yes,
day
sir.
is what you thought about it. Very nice, very nice.
Yes.
So the next question is how to choose which DI-LR set is easy or difficult.
Okay, this is the most difficult part. I think सारे
Yes.
स्टूडेंट्स इसी में फंसते हैं. तो
हाँ.
ओके आप सबसे पहले देख लो जितने भी सेट्स हैं. ओके सो इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद LR और DI, सो फर्स्ट चूज दैट कि ओके हम पहले DI करेंगे पहले LR करेंगे. कई बार आपका तुक्का गलत भी हो सकता है कि ओके ये इजी सेट है बट वो बाद में डिफिकल्ट निकलता है. सो ऐसा हो सकता है, तो आप उस सेट को फॉर 2 मिनट्स आप उसको ट्राई करो. इफ यू थिंक कि ओके क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं पढ़ के और उसको सॉल्व करते करते आपको पता लग जाता है विद इन 2 to 3 मिनट्स कि आर यू एबल टू डू इट और नॉट. सो कीप दैट थिंग इन माइंड कि 2 to 3 मिनट्स तो हमें एक एक्सेस कि हमें असेसमेंट के लिए देने हैं कि इफ वी आर एबल टू डू दैट सेट और नॉट. और वो 2 to 3 मिनट्स आपके वेस्टेज की तरह काउंट नहीं होंगे, बल्कि वो एक स्ट्रैटेजी की तरह काउंट होंगे कि ओके यू मेड अ स्ट्रैटेजी आउट ऑफ दोस 3 मिनट्स. सो यही स्ट्रैटेजी रहेगी. बाकी जो आपका स्ट्रेंथ वीकर पार्ट है उसको आप लास्ट के लिए रखो. ओके इफ यू थिंक जो आपका लॉजिकल है वो वीकर पार्ट है या आप हमेशा लॉजिकल में फंसते हो तो उनको लास्ट के लिए रखो, और DI वाले सेट्स को हमेशा ऊपर रखो.
ओके एंड वो जो 2-3 मिनट अगर बाय चांस खराब भी हो जाए तो ये मत सोचो कि you messed up the LRDI section.
Yes sir.
Right, because they're playing up with your emotional intelligence as well.
Yes sir.
You cannot show emotional instability in the paper. You have to be very practical in the paper. Very right. So how should one prepare for LRDI section? You say practice, और कैसे practice करी जाए?
Sir, the online material या फिर आप जो हिटबुल्स का सिलेबस था या फिर जितने भी उनका मटेरियल था आप उससे भी प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो जितने ज़्यादा हो सके. बट आई वुड रैदर से कि आप सेक्शनल ज़्यादा दो जितने ज़्यादा हो सके, क्योंकि उसमें एक टाइम लिमिट होती है और आप फिर वो उस टाइम लिमिट के अंदर मतलब एडजस्ट करना सीख जाते हो, क्योंकि हमें
Exactly.
उस टाइम लिमिट में करना है, और आपका माइंडसेट वैसा आपका माइंड उस तरह से प्रिपेयर हो रहा होता है क्योंकि हमें इस टाइम लिमिट में करना है। तो जितना हो सके ऑनलाइन ट्राई करो टेस्ट को देने का।
So again, World Cup going on. I'll put it in an example. So Test cricket is very different from one day international. One day international is very different from T20. You
Yes.
might be a very good test player. You might not be a good T20 player. And that is what is time pressure, or that is what is limited. Whatever resource you have limited, maximizing that limited resource, limited overs is what you have to maximize scoring on. That's very important. So my next question comes from Rishi. Rishi, we've answered one of your questions before we answered your first question. So how many mocks, Rishi is asking, how many mocks should we give in the last 20 days?
It's if you haven't really started giving mocks, then I would say give a mock a day, to be honest. And if you have already given like 10 to 20 mocks already, and now if you're asking that how many mocks to be given in the next 20 days, then I think on every alternate day you should give a mock and then analyze it on that day, and then practice some of the questions on the a day that is between two mocks.
Okay. So ideally, I'll just rephrase your answer, because what Kanika wants to say is practice makes a person perfect. Give as many mocks as you can if you're lacking on that practice, because you'll not be able to, you don't know how to, attempt the paper in a particular time period. That's very important for you to know. And hence, but just don't saturate yourself by giving one mock every day. अगर वो saturation आ रही है, वो एक दिन के लिए withdraw कर लो, आधे दिन के लिए withdraw कर लो. Take it easy, because your mind, you have to peak on that the D day, on the CAT day. So that's very important. Very rightly put. I'll just move on to the next question, bache. How to prepare and improve accuracy in QA quant section?
In quant, जितना आप जितने ज्यादा गलत हो सके उनको कम करो. आपको अगर लगता है कि ओके ये क्वेश्चन मुझे अच्छे से आता है और इसका आंसर यही है, देन डू अटेम्प्ट दैट क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि नेगेटिव्स बहुत ज्यादा हो जाते हैं और आपके फिर उतना स्कोर आ नहीं पाता है. एंड इसके लिए आप जो आपके स्ट्रॉन्गर सेक्शंस हैं उनके ऊपर जितना काम हो सकता है उतना करो.
राइट. इस पे बच्चे यही ऐड करूंगा. Again, cricket fever is on, and most of our viewers also understand cricket. इंडियन बच्चा बचपन से खेलना शुरू कर देता है, ठीक है, बट बचपन से खेलने वाला हर बार वर्ल्ड कप जीत के नहीं आ पाता. जो अपनी सिंसियरिटी रखता है 1 साल के लिए, 6 महीने के लिए, वो वर्ल्ड कप जीत के आता है. शायद साउथ अफ्रीकन्स पैदा होते ही नहीं खेलते, बट इट्स अ वेरी गुड टीम, बिकॉज when they put their effort into it and their sincerity into it, that is where a person outscores. Right? Steve Smith, I was watching his documentary the other day, and he was just practicing even in the room and loving that practice. And his wife was saying that he likes to sleep with the bat. So that is very important. That अब ये जो टाइम है, चलो आपने नहीं किया, but 20 दिन accustom your mind to think, solve problems. Even when you're moving around in the house, solve problems. Keep your mind calm. That is very important. Also, Kanika, I want to touch upon with a very simple situation, because many of the students also say कि मेरा छोटा भाई है, we get troubled, वो तंग करता रहता है. मैं पढ़ता हूँ कि आपके साथ भी कोई ऐसा सिचुएशन है? आप बताओ. जो आप मेरे को you were telling me, I want you to tell it to the students as well. So आपका बड़ा भाई है, छोटा भाई है? पहले ये बताओ.
सर मेरा छोटा भाई है, and
क्या वो तंग करता है?
यस सर, काफी ज्यादा.
तो क्या ऐसा होता है आते जाते वो तुम पढ़ रहे हो, वो आगे तंग कर जाता है?
यस सर, रोज होता है ऐसे. तो
ऐसा रोज होता है, तो फिर आपका रिएक्शन कैसा होता है?
सर काम रहना पड़ता है.
ओके.
उसे कुछ बोल नहीं
अपने
सकते
गोल्स को, योर गोल इज देयर इन योर माइंड.
यस सर. Yes, sir.
So very right. I'll just re-put and rephrase what she's wanting to tell us, all of us, and I think there's a very big learning. It's not that the situations are different with all of us. The situations are same with all of us. It's how we react. That reaction either takes us to an IIM Ahmedabad, or that reaction takes us to a normal B school. or any other B school for that matter. I'm not saying that normal or any other B school is bad, but what I'm trying to say is your goal is very important. Even when in the interview, anyone is asked, what is your 5-year goal? What is your 7-year goal? What they're trying to say, understand is कि ये जना इसको distractions हर एक की life में आती हैं, right? Beat Narendra Modi as well. Okay, he's been so successful from chai wala to being a prime minister, but have there been distractions? Yes, there have been distractions. Have there been distraction in Rahul Gandhi's life? Yes, there have. Will there be distraction in Kharge's life? Yes, there will be distraction in Kharge's life. So what I'm trying to say is these people are very clear about their goals, right? They know what they are doing. They would have to achieve it. Okay. Sincere is that politician who waits to get elected at 70 years of age and serve. Okay. So उन्होंने 70 साल दे दिए यार, आप इतनी जल्दी डिसहार्टन हो गए कि कोई आपको छू के चला गया. So please, your goal should be clear. And I've always given that example. मेरे CAT के पेपर में क्या हुआ था? मेरे CAT के पेपर में भी distractions आई. But you have to be, one has to be very clear that these distractions will happen in everyone's life, and we have to keep them on one side. Very good, Kanika. So next question comes: what are your scores in WinCat? So I think Kashma Singh, you can actually check it online. You'll get to know she is a WinCat topper. But per se exact scores, you can also take it, through the counselors, admin team. Anything which you would like to add here, Kanika? Anything else
Yes,
which you
sir.
feel we are missing on? Let's start concluding now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So one person asked about the quant section, that how to improve it. So
Yes, very
I
good.
would
Yes,
suggest one more thing to that. कि okay, असली कैट में it's like 22 questions. So you give sectionals जिनमें number of questions ज़्यादा हो, so that you get prepared for कि for your speed and for your accuracy too. क्योंकि धीरे धीरे आप जितने ज़्यादा questions try करते रहोगे, आपकी speed उतनी ज़्यादा बनती रहेगी. So that is the thing I would like to add, sir.
Very nice, very nice. So Kashma Singh has another question. Rather मैं इसमें से 2-3 questions और लूंगा, funnel करूंगा कि she's asking, do your scores fluctuate a lot? Is her
Yes,
question.
they do. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
They do fluctuate a lot. But I always keep in mind that my average score is the score that I'm gonna score in my real CAT. So
Okay.
don't get disheartened that you're scoring very low. Or don't get very excited. Okay, I've scored above 100 or above that. Always keep yourself to the average score.
तो जैसे मेरे साथ होता था, कौन का सेक्शन LRDI का सेक्शन मैंने अच्छा किया तो मैं बहुत खुश हो जाता था, फिर भी ये नहीं कर पा रहा था. अगर वो अच्छा नहीं किया तो दुखी हो जाता था, फिर नहीं कर पाता. तो ऐसा मत करना, ठीक है? Everyone has. I was not able to manage it. She appropriately and very nicely answered that please keep yourself stable. All questions count, and that is what is important. And how many times have we seen that fast bowler पे आपने बहुत अच्छे रन बनाए and suddenly spinner आया तो आप आउट हो गए? क्यों? क्योंकि आपने वही तेजी से करने की कोशिश करी, उसको उसकी स्ट्रेंथ और वीकनेस पे इवैल्यूएट नहीं किया. So next question, I actually want to from this question I said, and मैं और क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा आपसे. तो जब आपका स्कोर कम आता है तो आप क्या करते हो उसके बाद? What do you do? Or you wait for the next paper?
सर थोड़ा सा डिसहार्टन फील होता है कि ओके मेरी कहाँ गलती हो गई या कहाँ पे क्या हो गया. तो मैं उस हिसाब से उस सेक्शन पे ज्यादा फोकस करना स्टार्ट कर देती हूँ कि ओके मेरा ये सेक्शन थोड़ा खराब किया तो इस पे थोड़ा ज्यादा फोकस, बट ये नहीं कि बाकी सेक्शंस भी छोड़ दिए.
ओके. तो कुछ ऐसा होता है आपने अंडरस्टैंड किया है बच्चे? बिकॉज नाउ आई एम ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड फॉर एवरीवन. इफ यू नॉट डन इट, वील करेक्ट यू हियर एज वेल. आपने अंडरस्टैंड किया कि कई बार आपका कैट पेपर क्यों खराब जाता है? उस कैट पेपर में ऐसा क्या, विन कैट में ऐसा क्या था कि आपका खराब गया?
सर कई बार ऐसा होता है कि जितने सेट्स होते हैं मेरा ध्यान नहीं होता है, मैं एक भी सेट सॉल्व नहीं कर पाती हूँ या मैं सिर्फ कुछ क्वेश्चंस कर पाती हूँ. और कई बार VARC का मेरा रिदम टूट जाता है. लाइक मैं काफी दिनों से मैंने VARC प्रैक्टिस नहीं किए होते हैं, तो उसकी वजह से मेरा VARC सेक्शन काफी खराब जाता है. तो ऐसे सिचुएशंस होती रहती हैं सर.
Okay. So I would rather say there is. I will summarize your point. There is a reason for getting a low. Kashma, there's a reason for getting a low WinCat score, and there's a reason for getting a high WinCat score. You need to understand that आपको आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स पे आपने शुरू किया कि आपने अपनी वीकनेसेस पे शुरू किया. अगर आपने बाय चांस अपनी वीकनेस वाले क्वेश्चंस को a couple of times you tried, you were not able to come out of it and attempt your strength areas. And those couple of questions here or there caused a lot of problem. So one has to be very agile that, and leave the past behind. If koi question nahi ho paya, it was from your weaker section, or it was not your strength, and the moment a strength question comes, you need to play it as per your strength and weaknesses. Okay, so this is it from my side. Anything, Kanika, which you would like to add? Anything anyone wants to ask? Otherwise, we want to conclude the session here. Yes, Kanika, anything which you would want to add, or it's?
So the thing that I would like to say is that don't dishearten yourself, and ये मत सोचना कि ओके डिमोटिवेट हो रहे हो एंड यू आर थिंकिंग ऑफ कि हाँ अब छोड़ दूंगा नहीं करूंगा. डोंट से दैट. थोड़ा रिलैक्स कर लो. अगर आप बहुत डिसहार्टन फील कर रहे हो, बस अपना गोल अपने माइंड में रखो कि ओके वी हैव टू डू इट. चाहे हमने लेट स्टार्ट किया, जल्दी स्टार्ट किया, इस वक्त हम सेम पोजीशन पे हैं. तो इस वक्त जो जितना प्रैक्टिस करेगा उसका उतना स्कोर आएगा. That's it.
Without, very good बच्चे, without just reaching the saturation level, because
Yes,
peak
sir.
तो cat day पे ही achieve करना है या फिर उसके 2-3 दिन पहले achieve करना है. That mind stability, stable mind over the shoulders has to be there. I wish you, Kanika, what a great human being you are, that you came out and you discussed your strategies. Students always come to us, what is the topper doing? What is, what do they eat? What do they do? So I think we've answered that question today with, having a live interaction with Kanika. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. We wish Kanika and all the students who are watching us today and all the students who are going to watch us in the future the very best. I will also like to add, for all of you, I will also like to add, there'll be surprises in the CAT paper, but it's all about we understanding that these surprises are there for everyone and seeing it from that way. And hence, if it's there for everyone, if it's new or something new is there, it's there for everyone. Okay, and how do we handle it is going to take everyone ahead. I think there's one more question coming up. So that's about it. Okay, great. Thank you, Kanika. Thank you, everyone, for joining this session. Most welcome, bache. All the best to everyone. Do well, rock. Have faith in yourself that you've done everything, right, which you could. All the best. Bye.
Thank you, sir.